Good evening, my fellow traders. Hope you're all having an awesome day. A quick one here on nat gas, gold, silver, crude oil, starting with natural gas. So price is pushing up as expected from the trend continuation bullish zone. That was another push up from the zone we mentioned a couple of weeks ago, and as well mentioned in my last video that this could be a start of another wave after this push up, pull back, and then a possible continuation. But the price must break above these highs to get to these levels, which I'm looking at for the long term. But in that process, on a high time frame, we might be looking at some bearish pullback trades. That could be something for the short term and a smaller time frame traders like who trades on 4 hour on 1 hour as well. We might be taking some entries in that process. And also if you look here on weekly, we are still bullish here on natural gas. That, as you can see, price retested this level before and we are in this level again. We are pushing up from this level. We have a weekly 2 candles opened as well and now heading towards a level of resistance. Now if you have not marked these levels on your charts, please have these zones ready on your charts. Let me pull up these zones for you. Right here, as you can see, we have these zones on the chart, have these red zones ready on all 3 platforms on nemexcapital.com and on Ovanda, and look for your conditions. So for now, we can expect some further push up. As you can see, the price is pushing up nicely within this trend line and we are bouncing up nicely from the support as well. Now again, this double bottom is still in the play, which is something I'm looking at as well in case of dramatic fall. I also want to mention that if that closes as a bullish engulfer, it won't be a valid pullback entry. Bullish, it could be a bounce up from this trend line. That is just a general condition of a bounce, not my entry pattern. As you can see, previously the price bounced up from the support and the trend line, the start of that, and then retest this trend line and then pushes up right from here, from this doji, and then right from here we're getting another candle. Now very important to have these zones ready on the charts. I've just shown you the screenshot. So from here, look for bearish engulfer or double top. Now I'm expecting just a pullback. Like I mentioned, we are still in an uptrend on a higher time frame. We are bullish, but in that process on a smaller time frame, we'll be capturing these pullback for the profits, exit your trades, and then ride along with the trend. So very important not to hold on with the short trades at this point since we are in an uptrend. So I'll be capturing these moves if there is a signal. Signal is a bearish engulfer simply or a double top simply. Double top is the strongest pattern because in that case we have 2 rejections that confirms that the price is going to push down or give us a good pullback at least. So keep an eye, look for these zones and look for the entry pattern. Inverted hammers is something I also look for. It is a weak signal for natural gas, especially for commodities, but it do work as well. But it's a very risky entry. I'd like to enter a few pips below if there is a pin bar or 382 candle. So have these zones on your charts and look for these conditions. Here on capital.com as well, it won't be a valid bullish engulfer, but if you look here, nicely pushing up within this trend line. So I'm expecting a price to at least push up from here to the zone above, which I've already mentioned and shown you the screenshot. It is not a big level, it is just a minor level. And again, it is also not a very big level. It is a good level, better than the minor level. I'm looking at the level above, which is a major and a big level, which I'm going to mention once we are broken above these 2 levels. For now, we are pushing up, and again, we are still looking at this double bottom area. Feel free to check my last video where I've mentioned these zones as well. So for now, look at these zones and look at the condition from this area, and it is a very good example of a bearish engulfing pattern. If you have a pattern like this from this zone, we are going to go short using 1 to 2 ATR for the targets. Is totally up to you how you want to manage your trades, but initially I use 1 ATR for my targets. So keep an eye, look for your condition from these zones. Coming here on Ovanda. On Ovanda, we are inside the level of resistance and price might pushes up from here and might forms a signal inside this zone. Now one more thing I want to mention on all 3 platforms, since we are above 50 and 20 EMA, if there is a pullback, no conditions, and the price just pushes back down, give you a pullback, forms a bullish engulfer, that is my buy signal on 4 hour time frame. If you're looking for these conditions on 1 hour, it's totally up to you. I've not tested natural gas on 1 hour, but yes, on 4 hour I've tested that. It works perfectly fine for me. So for now, buy trades is something I'm still looking at, which is something after the pullback. Not a valid candle here, but if there is a momentum, then a pullback and then a bullish engulfer, only then I'm gonna go long. using 1 to 2 ATR for the target. So look for these conditions on all three platforms and on Ovanda as well. So keep an eye. If there's a condition forms within this zone like bearish engulfers or double top, I'm going to go short term only, and then with a pullback, if the price forms a bullish engulfer, I'm going to go long again. So keep an eye. I'll keep you guys informed in my next video. Stay tuned and keep an eye and turn on your notifications if you are actively looking at commodities. Next up, we have gold. Gold is pushing up nicely. Again, we have a nice push up. And what else do you need? All the way from here, we are in the profits of 6,000 pips. And we are looking at 1.618 retracement, which is 10,000 pips. $100 move. That is insane. We are already up around $50, $58 to $60 here. And that is the power of entering with the Fibonacci retracement. Right here, we took this entry and we took this entry as well. And with the right rule and education, it is something you can learn as well. But for now, as a YouTube audience, I give you these conditions, a valid condition for now. We had a valid condition, we are pushing up. And now what I want to see, if you are someone who's not in this trade or if you're not managing this trade from 50% retracement, just look for the normal pullback. Could be above 50 EMA, above 20 EMA. But if you have a normal pullback with a bullish engulfer, I'm going to go long. Look for the bullish engulfer like this, above 50 EMA. That will be my buy condition. And I will go 1 ATR, which is $15. 1,500 pips from a stop loss and take profit initially, and look for these conditions for your entry patterns. Only buy trades, but expect a pullback, retracement and correction. As you can see, we are overbought in the RSI as well. Here on silver, we are still inside this rejection zone, not broken above this double top area, which is 32.55. So I'm still expecting some pullbacks out of silver. And I'm not buying silver at this point because we have no condition. Yes, if the price push down to 50 EMA and the next candle close back above 50 EMA, in that case, we'll have a valid pullback entry, bullish, and keep an eye. So buy with bullish engulfer here or buy once we are broken above these high. Otherwise, I'm not buying. We are still in the sell. As you can see, we can still expect some more push down out of silver. Next up, we have crude oil. It's now pushing up and now inside the level of resistance, which is 71.21, goes up to 72.47. Here on Ovanda, the level of resistance is 72.24, goes up to 73.35. Now, at this point, I'm just looking for bearish trades. A next bearish engulfer will confirm my sell signal, or a double top, which is something like this, a pattern like this, will be the strongest signal. If you're not an aggressive trader, look for this signal, a double top or a bearish engulfer. That is all I'm looking at, or a bearish pullback entry below 50 EMA. So as long as I'm inside this zone, I'm not buying crude oil. I'll only buy crude oil once we are completely broken above this zone with a momentum, and then with a pullback, I'll start to look for my reversal pullback entry bullish. So that is all I'm looking at, and in that case we might get a possible head and shoulder pattern as well, but it is something that is not valid at this point. If there is a sell condition, then I'm gonna go short from here. And again guys, don't take my words on it. Everything in this video or in my videos is just for educational purpose. It is something I'm just looking at personally and sharing my opinion with you. Nothing should be taken as any sort of trading advice. So that is it for today's video. Hope you got a value. If yes, if you're learning out of my videos, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.